Hi and welcome from Maria Cristina again. We are at the very end of the spit on the Gold Coast of Australia. We are on the long big pier behind me. This is the seaway. On the other side of the seaway goes to the Broadwater. And on the other side of the seaway there is the island of South Stradbroke. There are lots of wallabies there, my kids love it. On this side you find the long Gold Coast beach spanning all the way to Surfers Paradise and beyond. So today we're here to talk about one of the questions that I've received from you lately. You want to know where my kids were born. Some of you said, oh, you got married on Capitol Hill in the red room of the Palazzo dei Conservatori. Where might your children have been born? And it's actually an interesting question because my kids were born in a place you can go and visit. They were born on the Tiberine Island, l'Isola Tiberina, the only island on the River Tiber. It is right bang in the center of Rome, in fact within walking distance of where I got married. And it's really interesting for lots of different reasons. It's been there for hundreds, thousands of years. There are different stories about it, how it originated, but the main thing about the island is that forever and a day it's been a hospital. The real reason is that when you've got sick people in town, you want to confine them somewhere where they are not going to pass the illness on to somebody else. So all the sick were confined to the island. But also the story behind it is that in 292, I think, before Christ, some wise people, there was a plague in Rome, and some wise people were sent to the temple of Aesculapius in Greece, in Epidaurus. And when they came back, well, the story goes that one snake got on the boat in Greece and got off the boat in Rome and swam to the Tiberine Island. And as the snake is the symbol of Aesculapius, the god of medicine, they decided to build a hospital there. A temple to Aesculapius at the time, but then subsequently a hospital. Now, to this day, there are two hospitals on the island. One is the Catholic hospital, where my kids were born, and the other one is the Israelitic hospital, so the Jewish hospital. Right on one side of the island, on the mainland, there is the temple, what we call the temple, the synagogue. We in Rome call it the temple. And a big part of the Jewish community lives in the area. There are three parts to the Jewish hospital in different parts of town. And the interesting thing about the Catholic hospital was that women were not allowed there. It was just for men for centuries and centuries, until not too long ago it was open to women as well. And now it's got lots of different departments, but it's really a baby making factory. The obstetrics ward is massive, and it's the referral hospital for all of the center and south of Italy for really difficult conditions for little kids and mums with difficult births. So yeah, my three kids were not born in Australia. They were not born in Papua New Guinea either, which is where we were when the three girls were born. Children and maternal mortality is super high in Papua New Guinea, so we chose to have the kids born in Rome. Now the fourth child, we were already in Australia, and so the passports of my children go Rome, 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 Benoa. There you go. Now, what's in it for you? Why would you want to go on the island? Well, for lots of different reasons. The two bridges from the islands are the oldest bridges in Rome. Ponte Fabricio in particular is the one that goes towards the synagogue. It's the most ancient bridge in Rome. And it's also called Ponte dei Quattro Capi, for there is a statue with a four-sided person, four-faced person. And there is a beautiful church there, of San Bartolomeo, and now you can go in there. That is where the temple of Esculapius used to be, underneath. But also, if you go there during the summer, it's a great place to go there at night, because there is a film festival on the island. So on the banks, the island is now shaped as a boat, and on the sides of the boat, on one side of the boat, there's gonna be a cinema set up, an open air cinema. The beauty of the open air cinema is that they show really interesting arty movies, and there are plenty of actors who show up and that you can meet. Another interesting story about the island is that on the 24th of August they used to have celebrations there. So they used to have big celebration, and everybody selling watermelons would carry their watermelons to the island and have a big watermelon day festival. And as part of the watermelon festival, there was a swimming race, and in the swimming race they used to swim from Ponte Fabricio to the Ponte Rotto, to the broken bridge. You will see there is a broken bridge, and trying to chase the floating watermelons. But that all stopped in 1870, when Italy was conquered by the Italian army and the Piemontese. For safety reasons, there had been accidents due to the current. For safety reasons, they stopped this watermelon swimming race. It's a really interesting place. Go and have a look. On either side of the island, you're going to have a spectacular time, whether you go towards the synagogue or whether you go towards Trastevere. I'm going to talk about those in other videos. At the moment, if you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.